Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Anthony Davis, man, being mad at LeBron and just pissed off overall because the team is losing. As you can see, when LeBron broke the record, he wasn't celebrating. He was pissed off, and rightfully so. How can you celebrate at a time when your team is losing? You're trying to make the playoff. You want to be in the playoff to play in the big moments. You're trying to win a championship or at least make an attempt, and your team is losing games. How can you be in the spirit to jump for joy and celebrate, even though you're happy for the dude? He broke the record, but we're losing. So I understand Anthony Davis' frustration, because who would be happy? I mean, yeah, the media tried to sweep it under the rug, like he was just only mad because they were losing the game. Truth be told, I feel like Anthony Davis had enough of LeBron Bull, honestly. I feel like that's the case. Even though the media tried to downplay it, make it seem like, no, it was just, he was annoyed because they was losing, and they try to water down the situation. Deep down inside, I feel like Anthony Davis like, F this bull, man. I'm trying to win games. I'm trying to make it to the playoff. I want to be in the playoff. And all this dude cares about is, his personal situation, his personal gains. Oh, he broke the record. Great. But we are still struggling. We're a struggling team. The Lakers lost last night. So they're now 6 games under 500. About 4 games out of the 8th seed or something like that. And this gotta suck, man. LeBron didn't play yesterday. He was on the bench. He's supposedly injured, whatever the case may be. But it's funny how convenient that is. After he breaks a record, he can't play. He's injured. I understand, man. Nobody wants to lose. No one is going to be happy and celebrate or feel joyous when you're losing. I mean, what joy do you get out of losing? Even if it's LeBron big night and he broke the record, cool. But how can you celebrate it at a time like this, man? The team is losing. The team been losing the entire year. They're having problems closing games. Their inability to close games. They should have been way better off right now with a better record, but they lost a lot of close games that they should have won because they can't close games. And Anthony Davis is pissed off. Rightfully so. I would be pissed off too. I don't care about you breaking the record. Great. You're my brother. I'm happy for you. But right now, I don't want to hear it, man. And that's the energy Anthony Davis was giving off the other night. And I get it. I get it. It's not always a party when you're losing. As big as that night was and the situation was, as big as it was, the team is losing, man. This team is underperforming. So how can you celebrate? But the good news is Rob Pelinka made a few trades, a few blockbuster trades, brought in a few pieces. So hopefully now, moving forward, they should be able to win some games. So if the team can't win games with all the moves that was made, this is not going to be good. So from here on, moving forward, once the new pieces get on the court, there's no more excuses. I don't want to hear no LeBron fans coming with excuses. This, that, nope, no more excuses. You got more pieces now. Russell Westbrook is gone, so that energy is out of the locker room. You got more pieces. Anthony Davis seems to be holding up, knock on wood. So when LeBron gets back, I don't want to hear any more excuses why they can't win games. I'm not going to blame the coach. No, we're not doing that. Because sometimes, or matter of fact, a lot of times, talent could override the coach. Yes, you need good coaching and direction, but when you have more than one superstar on the court at the same time, you should be able to beat any team, even if the coaching was bad. It shouldn't matter. So I'm looking forward to the Lakers possibly, making the playoff. But in order to do that, they're going to have to win some games, basically. And currently, they're 6 games under 500. So Anthony Davis was pissed off with LeBron. Let's be honest. Let's call it for what it is. Anthony Davis been in LeBron's shadow. It's been this way, and I get it. It's LeBron James, so I get it. But at times, I know it's tiring, man, because how can you be cheerful at a time when your team is underperforming and you're missing the playoff, even the play-in at that? There's nothing to celebrate. How can you be happy? So even in LeBron's biggest moments, Anthony Davis wasn't happy. His spirit wasn't in it, and I get it. I get it. Like, we lost to the OKC Thunders. Imagine if they won the game on LeBron's night. That would have been huge. You know how good everyone would feel if they won the game and LeBron get to celebrate passing Kareem at the same time? That would have been amazing, but the problem was LeBron went into the game with a mindset of, I'm just trying to break this record. You know, screw the game itself. I'm just trying to get this record because it's a me moment. That's the problem. It's always about LeBron. Always, you know. So that night was a me moment. It's about me, which fine, it could be about you, but you could still win the game. If LeBron went into the game with a mindset of, I'm trying to win this game, a game they needed, they could have won, and he could have still broken the record. But he went into the game with a mindset of, tonight's my night. I'm just going to break the record so they could celebrate me. And that's the problem. It's always about me, me, me. So I get why Anthony Davis was pissed the hell off. I would be pissed the hell off too. We are playing the OKC Thunders, and we're getting our butts kicked by the Thunders. And you're over here laughing, giggling, and everybody's happy, celebrating. Celebrating what? We're losing. Oh yeah, it's LeBron's night to pass Kareem. So let's throw everything else out the window. Forget about the game. Forget about schematics. Let's not try to win this game. Let's just give LeBron the ball and all cheer so he could get his points to break the record. That's something that's going to happen naturally. It's not like you got to force the situation. It's going to happen regardless, whether it happens on a Laker floor or wherever, whatever. But this is a game they needed to be closer to making the playoff. And they threw the game in the garbage, basically. They basically sacrificed the game for LeBron happiness. Go ahead, LeBron. And this is how it's always been with LeBron. It's always about LeBron. LeBron, LeBron, LeBron. It's always LeBron, LeBron, LeBron. And it's no hate at him. It's just at times, it don't always have to be about you, man. I is not bigger than we. And that's the problem. I is never bigger than we. You know, it's not about you. It should be about the team. Yes, you're great, but it should be about the team. Let's get this win so we could build some momentum. We could start feeling good about ourselves and possibly chain on that win, chain reaction, get another win, another win. But, you know, everybody's focused on, let's just make LeBron happy, celebrate him passing Kareem, which, like I said again, he would have done regardless, and blow the game to a weak Thunders team they should have beaten. And they just lost last night. So now they have 2 back-to-back losses. They're 4 games out of the 8th spot and 6 games under 500. And you wonder why Anthony Davis is pissed the hell off? I would be pissed the hell off too. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Is it about making the playoff and trying to make a push for the championship, or it's about celebrating a record that you would have broken regardless? Is it about you or the team? Once again, is it about I or we? Which one is it? Clearly, it's about I. It's always been about I when it comes to LeBron. Me, I, me. So I understand why the dude is pissed off, man. I would have been pissed off. And I'm not going to hide my feelings. I'm glad he didn't hide his feelings. If you're pissed off, let it out. Let your feelings show. So what? I know he's not hating. No, he's pissed off. Dude, we're trying to get somewhere and we're going to blow this game. Just because it's LeBron's night, we're going to blow the game. So we're more focused on LeBron than the team, basically. And that's a problem, man, honestly. Like, that's a problem. And that also speaks to LeBron's selfishness, honestly. Because if you're about team, you would have been like, you know what, at all costs, we got to win this game. I'm going to break the record regardless, whether tonight or the next game, but we have to win this game. That's the mindset of somebody who's selfless. But it's always about LeBron. It's always about what LeBron wants. It's just always about LeBron. So yes, he overshadows everybody. Anyone he plays with, he's going to overshadow. And I'm not talking from a talent perspective. I'm just talking from the media and just overall. He's always going to overshadow someone. So they blew that OKC Thunders game. They just lost last night. So now they're on a 2-game losing streak. And Lord knows if they lose again, that's the 3rd loss. They're 7 games under 500 and 5 games out the 8th spot. It's a snowball effect. But, you know, overall, at the end of the day, LeBron got to celebrate his night, you know. Congrats to him once again. I'm just saying, man, it got to be bigger than you. We have to be bigger than I. That's how I see it. We has to be bigger than I. If I is bigger than we, then we have a problem. And in LeBron's situation, it's always like that. I is bigger than we, you know. But then again, he'll talk about I'm team first, I'm going to make the right play, blah, blah. Yeah, you do that when it's convenient. But it wasn't convenient for you to do that on your night because you're trying to break the record. If you truly was like that, where, I make the right play, you would have said, you know what? We are struggling. We could still make the playoff. I'm going to do everything in my power for us to win this game. If I don't break the record tonight, I'll do it another game, whatever. But I'm going to do everything in my power for us to take this win home and get the W. But that wasn't the mindset. It was, hey, you know what? I'm going to break the record tonight because all the stars show up. Everybody's here. So I'm going to do that so they could celebrate me. Once again, I is never bigger than we. In sports, I is never bigger than we. And when it comes to LeBron, I is always bigger than we. When it's convenient, like he'll say, I'm team first. I'll make the right plays. I'll do the right passes. I'm about team. Yes, he's about team when it's convenient. But when it has to do with him or a record or something that's going to benefit him, me, then it's about him. So I'm not mad at AD for being pissed off, man. He has a right to be pissed off. This guy be frauding and people sit around, oh, no, come on, man. You got to see it for what it is. Truthfully, deep down somewhere, I feel like Anthony Davis is tired of LeBron shit. I'm being real with you. I honestly feel like AD is sick of LeBron bullshit. He might not say it, but I feel deep down somewhere in his core, he's tired of all this and he's over it. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Blockbuster AD want to trade out of Lakers, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I feel like Anthony Davis is growing weary and tired of LeBron bull, and I don't blame him because come on, the team is losing. We're blowing games to teams we're supposed to beat, and we need these wins. But you know what? Your singular achievement is more important than the team success, and that is crazy. But yeah, man. So we're going to see what happened with this team with all the new acquisitions when they get on the court, how Darvingham could put this all together. And hopefully they can make the playoff, man. Because if the Lakers don't make the playoff, if I'm Genie Bus Rob Pelinka, honestly, I would blow it all up. I'm serious. I'm not going to run it back again with the same squad. Yes, we got new pieces, but I would just be like, you know what? Let me see what I could get for LeBron and AD and move forward and start working on a new chapter for the Lakers. That's what I would do. I'm not going to keep going through the same thing over and over year, season after season. No, we're not doing that. But we'll see what happens with this team, man. They have 20 plus games left to the end of the season, and we're going to see, are they about that life? We're going to find out. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.